Are you having a hard time deciding between these two great beauties? If so, stick around for my comparison video. Hey everyone, welcome to Sue Mae Everyday. I am Sue Mae. Thank you so much for watching. So in today's video, I'm going to be comparing these two bags here. My Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis in the Empreinte leather and the same exact bag in the Monogram canvas. This is actually my sister-in-law's bag. She let me borrow it just for this video, so thanks, Chan! So hopefully you've already watched my 1-year review with this bag here, so I won't be going over all the details, and if you want more details, go watch that video. I'll link it above and down below as well. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I typically do videos on handbags, lifestyle things, a little bit of everything. So if you like stuff like that, stick around and subscribe. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start with the difference in details of both bags here. So price. This here is currently retailed for $1,830 on the Louis Vuitton website, and this one here is retailed for $2,230. In terms of size, the Louis Vuitton website, I just realized, is a little confusing. They actually have two different measurements on their site for actually both bags. I'm not sure what that means. I'll maybe link a picture just so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna go with like the top measurement, and if I'm going by that, they're actually the same exact size. And if you watched my 1-year review video of this, I was curious whether or not like this was heavier than the Monogram canvas, being that this is all leather. And I actually weighed them. I had a little package scale. So the Empreinte leather, empty with the strap, it came in at about 1 pound, 8.1 ounces. And the Monogram canvas, empty with the strap, came in at about 1 pound, 7.7 ounces. So there actually wasn't much difference in weight as I had assumed, but this is technically a smidgen like heavier. So now I'm going to go over the differences in appearance. So I'm only going to focus on the differences and not the things that actually are alike. So obviously this is the Monogram canvas. It is not leather. And this one here is made out of supple Monogram Empreinte leather. The Empreinte just basically means that the LV is kind of stamped onto the leather. So as for like the leather trim, this does have some leather, which is on the top handle here, on the sides where the straps go on either side, and then also here for the tab. And this is untreated vachetta leather. This is completely all cowhide leather. So it doesn't have the Empreinte, but it's all still leather here. The strap for the Monogram canvas also comes in the Monogram canvas, and then the strap for the Empreinte also comes in the cowhide leather. On the Monogram leather one, this only has 5 holes for adjustments, while the Empreinte leather strap has 7 holes for adjustment. So the Monogram canvas, for the holes, it actually has like a gold grommet on each hole, while the Empreinte leather one has no grommets on the holes. Now onto interiors. The Monogram canvas has a microfiber lining. It's like a brown color, so it's like a nice soft material inside. Oh, and I did miss another leather. Label inside is also vachetta. And then for the Empreinte, it's a textile lining. So it's like a gray type of fabric with like lines on it. Side note, it's funny how the Empreinte is very soft and supple on the outside, but then it's like kind of stiff on the inside, and then the Monogram canvas is a little stiffer on the outside, nice and soft and supple on the inside. Just thought that was a little weird. And then the last final difference is this back zipper here. This does not have a leather pull tab, and with the Empreinte there is a pull tab. It's also the cowhide leather. So now moving on to pros and cons for both bags. So I'll start with the pros for the Monogram canvas. So pro number 1, it's less expensive. This comes in at about $1,830, so it's about $400 less than the Empreinte. Pro number 2, you could see this as a pro. I think it is. This is the classic Louis Vuitton pattern, the monogram. This just screams Louis Vuitton. Another pro, this has a better resale value, meaning that if you purchase this at the retail value and you were to sell this, you could potentially get the same amount of money back, if not more. And that's due to some of the cons that I'm going to talk about as of now. I mean, it could change, but as of now, this has the better resale value. Aesthetically, I think this is also a pro. The fact that the strap has the grommets, I think it just dresses it up a little bit more. It just gives it like a little extra something. And now on to the cons of this bag. Number 1, it is not easily available. This is considered a unicorn bag. I just went onto the Louis Vuitton website right before this this video, and surprise, surprise, it is not available. This is a highly coveted bag. I think the demand is way higher than the supply. That's why this has a better resale value, because it's so difficult to get. So you see in the aftermarkets, the pre-love markets, where they're selling brand new ones, and it's like for a couple hundred more than what they're retailing it for, just because it's just so difficult to get. So that is a definite con. I mean, if you really, really wanted this bag, it's just kind of difficult to get, and you just have to have patience and just kind of wait for it, unless you get really, really lucky. Another con of this bag, I guess the issues that you hear about, where it has like the glazing issues, I think it mainly stems like back here. Another issue I think is with like the flap, because it's so stiff, this I guess will tend to like crease. I'm trying to be super careful since this is not my bag. When you keep opening and closing it, like the glazing here tends to crack. I mean, makes complete sense, because this is not meant to just stay still, it's meant to be used. So with anything with wear and tear, I think the issue arises when people don't even have this bag for so long and they're already seeing issues. I haven't really heard too many issues anymore, so I feel like they've corrected it, or people just love this bag so much that they just kind of overlook that. That's a definite issue, and that's one of the reasons why I gravitated more towards the Empreinte. And probably the biggest con for this bag is the vachetta. Because of all the untreated leather here, like you're definitely more careful with it. If you've noticed throughout the video, I have been avoiding touching this as much as possible, and I've been holding it down here just because I don't want to stain this at all, being the fact that it's not my bag. This is a definite con in my eyes. Some people love it. Some people, they love the look of it. They love how it ages. It tells a story. I personally, I don't like the spotting. I don't like to have to think about, oh, is it raining outside? Can I wear this bag? Oh, will it rain later? Can I wear this bag? Oh my goodness, it's raining. What can I use to cover this bag? I don't have time to deal with all that. If I'm using a bag, I just want to grab it and go and just not have to think about it too much. So for me, that's like a pretty big con. And then another con would be the strap. It's just on the stiffer side. I actually bought a Monogram strap like separately, but I thought for some reason like, oh, maybe the Pochette Metis one is a little different. No, it's still pretty stiff. So you see like there's no suppleness to it. So that to me is a con, like how stiff it is. And I could imagine, I mean, I'm not obviously gonna do it, but I could imagine like if I were to squeeze this tighter, like would it crack? You have to be really careful with this strap, and I kind of don't like the stiffness. And then a little con, it doesn't have the leather pull. If you have an older model, you probably have it, but I remember hearing like, since this is the part that lays against your body, they had so many problems with that where I guess it would curl or the vachetta would get like damaged really easily. So I think they just did the easiest thing and just removed it. And now onto the Empreinte. So the pros for this bag, it is more readily available. I just checked the Louis Vuitton website right before this video for this bag, and it is place in cart. And this comes in so many different colors that I believe are also available. There might be some that are not easily available, but definitely the noir here, the black, it is available. So this, if you want it, you can get it right away. Another pro would be it's softer. It's a supple cowhide monogram leather. Definitely squishy and is very, very comfortable. And not only is the bag super soft and supple, like the strap, it's very, very squishy as well. It's not stiff at all. Very, very comfortable on. And comparing to the monogram canvas, this is definitely a more durable bag. Everything is leather. I'm not worrying about getting like water stains or like when I'm carrying it and like the oils from my hands getting onto it. Another pro, again, this is kind of my opinion. I feel like this bag is more versatile. Definitely because of the color, it's black. But the fact that it's leather, like I feel like this could be dressed up and it could also be casual as well. And another little pro, this has the leather little pull tab here. I mean, it's just a little extra. Some people, they love the little details. And now onto the cons. This is more expensive. This comes in at $2,230, so it's gonna be $400 more for the all leather. And the next con of this is it might not have as good of a resale value as the monogram canvas. Because since this is available on the Louis Vuitton website, they could easily get it from there if they want it brand new. So if I were to put this on like a pre-loved market site, they're gonna expect this at a discounted price. I mean, it's still gonna retain a good amount of this value, but I'm not gonna get the exact amount that I paid, and I'm definitely not gonna get more than what I paid for this. But you never know, it might change. The resale value would depend on the trends and like what people want. And then one little con of this, it doesn't come with the grommets on the strap, but I feel like since this is like a dressier bag, it would have been nice to have the grommets. But I have heard people saying that the grommets, like their hair would catch on it. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think just for like appearances, it would have looked very, very nice if they had the grommets on here. So that pretty much wraps up the comparison video. I just wanted to show you guys side by side what these bags look like and what the differences are and the differences that I noticed. So if you're definitely in the market for these bags, like, I mean, they're both gorgeous bags. You really can't go wrong with either one. They both have their equal amounts of like pros and cons. It depends on your lifestyle, your preference. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. I'll try to answer it as quickly as possible. I would like to give a conclusion, but if you don't want to hear my opinion on what I would pick, then you can shut it off right now. I'll give you some time. Okay, hopefully you're not there anymore if you don't want to hear my opinion. So, for those who do, hey, maybe because I'm biased, because obviously I own this bag, but I definitely, I mean, now spending time with it, it definitely is a beautiful bag. If it wasn't for all the vachetta, I would definitely consider this bag as well. I know it comes in the reverse, and the reverse has the treated leather. Some days I love the reverse, and some days I don't. If like this became like a world tour bag, oh my god, with like the black like treated leather, probably would definitely consider that one. And I do like the monogram print, but I feel like this is definitely more flashier. I mean, even though it's a more casual bag, I feel, compared to this, it's definitely casual but flashy. Whereas this is definitely more subdued, it's more classic looking, but if you weren't in the know, like you didn't know much about Louis Vuitton, this would look just like a regular black bag. So that's kind of what I like about this. So for me, I would hands down still choose this one. But Louis Vuitton, if you're planning to do a world tour of this, I definitely might consider, and I think a ton of people might definitely consider that as well. So yeah, just something to think about. So that is it for this video. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Thank you everyone again for all the support and for watching. And if you've made it this far and you're still not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Alright guys, see you in the next video. Bye! No, you're pretty, and you're pretty. You're both pretty. It's gonna be okay.